Students, in EMS Chapter 13, in Exercise 41, you're introduced to the idea of entering ordered pairs on this graphing program. Now, a lot of times you're going to encounter real numbers that you can't just type them in. For instance, over here on the right, you'll see this table here, pi. We need to enter it as backslash and then spell out pi, pi. For square root of 2, backslash sqrt. In braces, you put a 2. If you're putting -5 times pi, it's -5 backslash pi. So when it's 3 times something, or -5 times, as you can see here, you can just put 3 or the -5 and just put backslash and then that value. When it's a value underneath square roots, you're going to put that square root symbol, and braces, and everything in the braces now, 3 plus 2 backslash pi, that will generate that expression. Okay, so having that out of the way, on exercise 41, you're asked to graph each of the 6 permutations of this set of values. Recall that a permutation is where you're mapping each element to one of the other 3 elements, but you're never hitting the same thing twice. So, for instance, I could rather easily graph for this first one. Again, I can use whichever permutation I want. It doesn't care about the order. But I could put 0, 0 by tapping on 0, 0. And when I go to put square root of 2, now again, as I can't actually put a dot here. And indeed, when I go to drag around, it's hitting these lattice points. That's no good. So I want to get rid of points like this by just dragging it off screen. And now I'm going to tap in to the editor right here. And I'm going to enter an ordered pair directly. I'm going to put parenthesis and go over to numbers and drag down that / to get the backslash. And then I'll put, I have to go back over to letters, SQRT, back over to numbers, and then I'll say braces 2. And then comma, and then I have to do it again for the next square root of 2. So backslash SQRT, and my braces, and 2 inside of it like so. And parenthesis, and that should do it. And then when I tap add, it puts my ordered pair right there. I can do this again for pi. So I can go parenthesis, backslash, and then pi, and say comma, and go backslash again, back over to letters, pi, and parenthesis. And then when I tap add, scroll up, there it is. So there's 5 more permutations. Again, recall that permutation is where you're mapping a set of elements to that exact same set of elements, but nothing's getting mapped to twice, no elements twice. In other words, on the 6 graphs that you're going to create here, none of them are going to have any points that are straight up above or below another, or straight across from each other. I did a diagonal arrangement, but it doesn't have to be that way. And indeed, so let's say on this next one here, let's say I decide to do 0, pi. I can do that. I just parenthesis 0, and then my backslash and pi, and close parentheses and hit add. Whoops, there it is. Accidentally tapped something there. That's okay. Again, on this one here, as you see down here, I accidentally opened this one, so I can just drag these points away. But we'll get back over here to this one. So I did my 0 pi. I'll do root 2, 0. So parenthesis. And again, my choice of deciding to do this particular permutation, somewhat arbitrary, but as you're wrapping up this exercise, your challenge is going to be not doing the same set of 3 ordered pairs twice. Okay, hope you can do it. There you go. So the next one I'm going to do, I'll do pi root 2, since I haven't had a pi as my input value, or I had root 2 as my output value. So backslash pi, comma, and backslash again, and now I'm typing square root, and in braces I will put 2, like so, and don't forget to close it up with parentheses and press add, and there I am. So there's 2 parts of the exercise for you right there on 41. I hope this has been helpful. Be sure to hit that like button if you appreciate the effort, and subscribe to my channel. See you soon.